All right, people, good evening. I'm starting to prep everything for the ceviche and the caldo de mariscos we're gonna do tomorrow. And of course, I gotta get the fish marinated with the limes tonight, so they'll be ready for tomorrow. We got the shrimp right here. I'm gonna go ahead and de-shell the shrimp, take the shells off, and I'm gonna rinse the shells off really good. And they're gonna go with the heads of the catfish I caught. Here's the catfish heads and the little elbows right here, what you call them. They're gonna be go for the broth along with the shells of the shrimp for the soup. Okay, and then what we have here, those are the pieces of catfish that are gonna go in the soup. And I think we might put maybe one fillet in there and some whiting or some tilapia. I got some of that in the freezer for the soup. And I got, we're gonna pick that up as far as all the vegetables and stuff because we got a lot of vegetables here, but some are gonna go for the mangoes. Are gonna go for the ceviche or the seafood cocktail, and the chayote, which is a that's gonna go along with potatoes and carrots with a soup. So, and the jicama is gonna go with the shrimp cocktail, and of course they both require lemon, lime. Lime is gonna we're gonna use that to cook the fish. Okay, we got avocados and we got some squid here. The squid's gonna go in both, but not everybody likes squid and octopus. We got octopus right here that's already kind of cooked, but it's still kind of rubbery. I gotta boil that real good, make it nice and tender, so it can go into the cocktail and also into the soup. But I gotta clean those squid. I'm not gonna use all that squid. Some of that squid's gonna go. I'm probably gonna grill it because it's really nice. I'll probably grill some later, put it away. Maybe use a few pieces for bake when I go fishing. Or I'm gonna separate all that. I'm gonna cut it up, take all the skin off, clean it, flip it inside out, and chop it up into rings, and use the tentacles. And there's a process I gotta do that to work that up. And pretty much I'm gonna start working that tonight and get the ceviche marinated with the lemon and the seasoning. And I'll pick it up right then and there, but right before I put it up in the freezer for tomorrow. Okay, what you see here is this is a fillets all cut up into pretty good little chunks. They're pretty good little size little chunks. Okay, like half an inch by half an inch, somewhere about a quarter inch. Most of them are pretty consistent, pretty good little chunks. And when you make ceviche, you got to use a firm fish. You can't use trout or salmon or anything like that. It's got to be either redfish or black drum, or can't use tuna, but you can use a firm fish, a whiting, or something that's gonna stay together. It doesn't really get mushed up or whatever. So it's got to be a pretty firm fish. Catfish is pretty firm. Tilapia, that's borderline. You gotta not marinate it with the lemon too long. It'll work, but it it does get kind of mushy if you let it marinate overnight. Fishes that are more firm, they gotta marinate overnight. And what you do first thing in the morning, I dump all the juice out of the lemon. That way it doesn't overcook. That way we'll eat it later on in the afternoon, and we're gonna make the soup for tonight. So um, we'll pick it up from there. I think I got one more fillet I gotta cut up right there, and that'll be it. We'll pick it up again. Okay, I've already cut the meat up and I have it in here, and I've already put about 7 limes in here. I've done squeezed them all. It really helps when you have a lime squeezer because it's go through them. You squeeze as much juice you can out of them. They're so expensive. I also put 2 tangerines in there. It doesn't matter. The citrus cooks the fish. Okay, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna put mango. We're gonna put a good ripe mango when we do the cocktail anyway. So it's gonna give it a little sweet tang. So it's gonna be good. And besides, once this is cooked down, we're gonna drain it all really good. Let it drain, and then we'll put fresh lime in there again. And right now, to season it off, I'm gonna use a Cavender's Greek seasoning. It's got pepper, everything in there, little essence and stuff. A little bit of that. I'm gonna put a little bit of the venado lemon herb. Okay, lemon butter. It's lemon herb and butter. Okay, put a little bit of that in there. It's got a lot of seasoning. That's good. And get that stirred up really good. And that's it. You let Let it trizzleate in there. Smash it down really good. And that's going to be it. Okay, so that's about it right there. Okay, what I've done, I've already I got all the shrimp peeled out right here. What you have here is 3 pounds. I gotta clean that off real good. I gotta devein the shrimp. What I like to do is just put a little cut through it right here. You see that little black vein in there? When I rinse it off real good, I'm gonna do each one of those and rinse it off real good and put it in a Tupperware and drain it and try to get as much of those little veins out, those little whiskers here. And that's 3 pounds right there. What I did on Fiesta, that's $15 worth. That's $5 a pound, 3.7 pounds. And this is fish shrimp from Ecuador. Okay, it's not, try to stay away from farm raised shrimp. Either Gulf shrimp, which is a little more expensive, but fish from Ecuador, I don't know if it's farmed or not, but feels safer than anything from Asia. Okay, and I have all the shells here. I'm gonna rinse the shells off really good, drain them, rinse them and drain them, and this is gonna be the stock for my shrimp soup. I already got some right here, already rinsed with the heads right here. I'll put the rest of this in here, and I do the same thing for my gumbo. This is the way I make my gumbo stock with the shrimp, okay, with the shrimp shells, okay, and then also put chicken bouillon and all that. But that's gonna be another show. That's a whole day event right there, making gumbo. Let me tell you. But anyway, I gotta clean up here. I gotta work on the squid and the octopus, and that's it. Work on the shrimp and get that in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. But that's pretty much it for right now. Okay, let me show you what we got. We got the shells right here with the fish heads right here, all rinsed off really good. When you rinse them off, you gotta squeeze them and squeeze all that color and dump it out until it's a little clear. That means you rinsed it out real good, all the insides of the shell. But it's still a lot of flavor in those shells when you boil them down, along with the heads. And all this is gonna be boiled down to a stock, then it'll be thrown away, discarded. And when I discard all this, everything, I make sure I take this trash bag with me and I go dump it somewhere else. You don't want to put none of this stuff in your trash because talk about flies, maggots, smell real quick. Here's your shrimp already. It looks nice and white. I already did the same thing. Rinsed them and shook them up real good. Got all as much of the little veins I can get out, and did it all real good. And I got them. It's real important that you do not season the shrimp. Do not just put it in there like that. Do not put salt, anything, because it's very delicate and it gets really mushy and it'll. That's why some people do the lemon and do the ceviche with the shrimp on the lemon. I've done that before, but I didn't like the texture of it. So I'm gonna just stick to what I do. I just flash boil it real quick, and then season it with when I boil it, and then add it to the shrimp cocktail. And the fish will be the only one that's gonna be cooked with the lemon. Okay, everything else is gonna be cooked, and then we're gonna add lemon to all the seasoning and everything, and that's the way we've been doing. That's the way I do it. Other people do it their way, and that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna get all this packaged up. I still gotta work on the squid. Okay, usually I put the octopus and the squid. Squid needs to be cleaned out real good, gutted. The eyes need to be taken off. The tentacles need to be cut. The skin needs to be pulled off. It needs to be cut into rings. The internals need to be taken out. So there's a lot of process I gotta do with that. Some of it's gonna stay in the freezer. Some of it's gonna go on the grill. Okay, I'm gonna grill some of it. So I'm gonna put some of it away. I think I might use some of it for bait when I go fishing. I might go fishing next couple of days. I don't know yet. But I do have some bait and I do have some more shrimp. Okay, I'm gonna cook some of this down prior because I want to put it in my shrimp cocktail and my seafood Mariscos cocktail. Nobody else likes it but me. I'm the only one that likes it. In the soup, my mom will eat it. She might bypass it. She'll eat a little bit of the soup, a little bit of the fish probably, but that's about it. As far as the soup, I'm the only one that's gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it for the next 3 or 4 days. Okay, I'm gonna make that much. It's not gonna be that much. It'll be 1 potato, 1 chayote, 1 chayote, 1 potato, 1 bell pepper, 1 onion, like 2 carrots, and that's about it. So 2 sticks of celery, and mostly fish and shrimp. We're gonna pick it up as I make that. Okay, so that's gonna be a big day tomorrow. We're gonna do a lot of cooking all tomorrow, and then Friday's gonna be my fishing day. Get this in the refrigerator and get everything frozen up. Rosie's gonna make a pico de gallo to go with everything. She's gonna help me out. We're gonna knock it out, and then we're gonna make a I'll present it to you in different ways. Everybody likes it with more ketchup. Some people like it more Mexican style, soupy with the clamato and Louisiana hot sauce and Tabasco. And everybody likes it a little bit different. We do tostadas, or you do a shrimp cocktail with avocado, and it's going to be a base dish. And from there, make it the way you want. Everybody, horseradish. You like horseradish? More hot sauce, more this. Of course, you know what I like, boy. That's gonna be for me. Anyway, so we'll pick it back up as it goes along. Right now, I'm just trying to get ahead of the game and get everything out the way. So tomorrow, I'll start fresh, and I already have an idea how we're gonna get it done, and we'll be ready. I'll see y'all tomorrow. You know what? I had to show y'all a little bit of something. Let me look at these squids here from Fiesta. Man, this is an excellent squid. I mean, it was like $6 for all these. I got 6 squids. I guess $1 each. But man, this is gonna be some good bait. I'm gonna go out there and catch me a drum or something with this redfish. I'm gonna use a couple of these. I'm gonna put away for bait, and and of course I'm gonna eat some of these. But let me show you how to cut these up. Okay, basically you don't want the head, the eye, and all that. So you kind of go right in front of the eye and cut it. Okay, then you got to squeeze out the beak. See that? That's the beak right there. Look at that. It's a little chomper right there. It's a little hard. There it is, like a nail, like a tooth. Anyway, that's it. So basically, clean that out. That's it. It's out of there. This I'm gonna put in. This is gonna go into the soup. Okay, and that's gonna be part of the soup. So I'm gonna put it right here with the catfish nuggets. And what I do, I pull out the head right here, and this part right here, that's gonna go on a fishing trip. And look what we got here. Okay, they got the internal organs. You gotta basically squeeze everything out of there. You don't want clean it out real good. Take all that out, and what I'm gonna do is cut it in slices. I'll probably start around the back right here. This will go into the soup right there. The little tail fin, it'll shrink up a little bit, and that's gonna be part of the. Probably just slice it in half. See that? Those two portions, those are gonna go into the soup. I'm gonna do the same thing to all these, clean them up real good, and basically gonna have rings. I'm gonna cut it in rings. All this right here. I'm gonna cook these down. I'm gonna put some in my ceviche and my shrimp cocktail, and then some's gonna go to the soup. I might throw one more in there and just keep 2 for bait. But basically that's what I'm doing. I just want to go over that with you. It's a good quality fish, and there's like this skin right here comes off. Once you start cleaning it, you see how it comes off? You see how it's coming off right there? When I clean it real good, get all that out of there, all that poop, I'm fixing to cut all this up and get it in the sink and wash it down real good and peel all that off. I'm gonna wind up with a white flesh, just the flesh. So I'll come back with you on that once I start. I don't want to save all the agony and watch me do all that. Okay, here we are in the kitchen again. But I want to go over, this is a finished product. After, you got to make sure, I already cut them in half and split them and washed them off. You got to inspect them real good because they have this little cartilage in there you got to get out. I already took most of it out. Here it is right here. It's like a piece of plastic. It's on the edge. It's like a membrane on the end. But I already got them. I think I got them all off already. Here's where it was right here. Let me see. Let's take it off. We don't have one. And inspect it real good. Yeah, I think I got them all. Yeah, I already threw them all off. Anyway, I got the little tentacles here. Here's the little tentacles. I'm gonna cut these up. I'm gonna boil this down along with the octopus. The octopus, let me show you a handful of this octopus. Here's the octopus. It's already flash cooked. Okay, it said it cooked, but it's still kind of rubbery. From here, you can put it with garlic sauce and butter. Cook it down real good. It gets real tender. Or just boil it. And what I'm gonna do is boil this, and then use it for the shrimp cocktail, and then we're gonna for the seafood cocktail. And then we're gonna save it. I'm gonna add it to the soup. So what I'm gonna do, like these little pieces here, I'm just gonna cut them down like a little strips, like this. Okay, and just cut them down in pieces. These right here are gonna be rings. Get this stuff off of here. So basically, you just cut them down in rings like this, and they're gonna cook down and become like a ring. And basically, you can fry these or whatever. You know, that's the way you sell them. Calamar. You know, it's a lot. Sounds a lot better when you call it calamar than squid. or some people I know call it squib with a B, squib, but it's squid. So calamar. So basically, I just cut them in rings like this, kind of big. Give them in big rings. Ring around the rose, right there. Ring around Rosie. But anyway, here it is like this, and these are gonna be part of the. We're gonna eat it, you know. And then these big ones here, man. What I really like to do is, I've seen them on TV where they just throw them like this on the grill and grill them like this, and but I don't know about all the insides. See, it's got that a lot of stuff on the inside. I don't find too appeasing. Or they take them out, leave them home. They stuff them with rice and shrimp, and put a toothpick through here, and then boil them with olive oil and soy sauce, and it'll be like a seafood egg roll. I've seen that done. I've done that before, matter of fact, a long time ago. It's a lot of work, and I wasn't too satisfied with the outcome, but it was all right. I wouldn't do it again though. Just too much. But anyway, when you find a good quality squid like this, there's a lot you can do. I'm really surprised Fiesta had this. Look at this. It's a beautiful squid. The eyes are good. It's a good color. Um, Man, I'm really surprised. They had it back in the frozen section. They had everything there. Frog legs, tuna, mahi mahi. They had a whole section other than what's fresh on the display. They had it in the frozen section, but it's fresh frozen. I'm very pleased with this. It's very good. Yeah, like I said, this piece right here, I'm gonna take it fishing, cut it in 3 pieces, and put it on my line, soak my line, and bam, hold on, see what hits. But anyway, let me get this cut up, and I'm probably gonna give it a flash boil or boil it up. I'm getting ready to boil tomorrow morning. First thing I do, boil it up, then put it in the freezer. Start working everything else. I got the shrimp, everything going, and work on it tomorrow. So we'll pick it up. I just wanted to cover that with y'all. And these right here, I'll probably just split them in half like this, and leave them like that. Maybe cut the tentacles in half like that when I cook them down. But when you cook them down, they're gonna shrink up, so it's gonna look really good. I like to have the whole thing like that in my soup. Okay, so we'll see what we're gonna do, but I think I'm good with that. Okay, take it back. We'll pick back up.